Welcome back to Ask NMC, our newest episode. We have another guest. This is Marc Bui with Fairway Mortgage and the Bui Team, and I'm so happy to finally have him here shooting in front of our past clients and all of you viewers. So thank you, Marc, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Marc and I met almost a decade ago working on a file of a buyer of mine, and Marc did an excellent job. But coming out of that transaction, he kept following up with me, calling me on Mondays, asking me how I was doing. And I had amazing lending partners that I was working with at the time. But there was one transaction in particular that I needed questions answered. And the lenders that the borrower were using weren't able to answer those questions. So I pulled Marc into it, and really fortunately, because of how unique it was, Marc was able to come in, assume the role of the lender for this borrower I was representing, and close the transaction. So if that doesn't say anything about his knowledge and skill set in facilitating the mortgage process in a tricky transaction, it was very unique, and he got the job done. So we've been working together ever since then, and today I just wanted to talk about the value of a really good lender and what first-time home buyers are thinking about and questions that they're asking. How much money do they have to put down, and our first-time home buyers, what do they need to qualify, and what are the top points that they need to know? So Marc's gonna share a little bit about the first-time home buying process and down payments with us.
Sure, thanks so much for that introduction, Nicole. That was awesome. So one of the biggest misconceptions that many first-time home buyers have is the down payment. 20% down is typically the number that floats through a lot of people's minds, and it's just a huge misconception. There are loan programs out there that will allow buyers to buy with as little as 3% down, 3% down, 3.5% down with FHA, 5% down with conventional, and also down payment assistance program that can allow clients to purchase with 0% down.
That's amazing. And what's your experience recently? It's May of 2020 with first-time homebuyer programs and any other incentives other than just down payment assistance and stuff, and kind of what the first-time homebuyer experience looks like today.
Yeah, that's a great question. So one of the biggest first-time buyer programs that we use is a tax credit program called Mortgage Credit Certificate, which allows eligible first-time buyers to get up to 20% of mortgage interest paid refunded back to them each year in a form of a federal tax credit. And that number can be huge. I mean, it can range anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 a year in tax credit. And this is on top of mortgage interest deduction. So you parlay those two together, it makes a lot of financial sense to be a homeowner.
And where do we start that process of understanding if we qualify for that as a first-time home buyer?
Sure. So the very first thing is to have a conversation with our team. We call it a dreams and goals call. During this call, we really try to identify the unique scenario of our clients, the goals, the desires, objections, and then also what the game plan is for the next 2 years, 5 years. This will help us during the pre-approval process when we're trying to determine which loan program is the best.
Nice. And so it's a particular loan program that offers this tax credit for the first-time homebuyer.
It's not a particular loan program. It's a feature that we can add on to a conventional product and FHA product.
You're automatically trying to pre-qualify first-time homebuyers to see if they qualify for that added feature you're able to do in concurrent transaction while doing their loan.
Exactly right. And we can parlay the tax credit with down payment assistance. Just a lot of really cool features that we love bringing to the table for our clients.
That's awesome, and I think that's the one value add about the affiliates that we at NMC Realty choose to work with at every opportunity we can, because these extra products that you're able to educate us and our clients on always help our clients save money and actually educate them in the long term about property taxes and property tax savings and incentives. So all nice perks for first-time home buyers, and we're happy to keep answering any questions that you guys have. So please always send us messages here at Ask NMC and NMC Realty, and we'd be happy to get you in touch with the Bui team and Marc Bui if you have any other questions about these products or other ones you've heard of. So thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to having you back on future episodes.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
All right, thank you.